Okay, so today we're going to talk a little bit about Chapter 11, which gives some insight onto Bush's campaign, September 11th, and its aftermath on the Bush administration and the U.S. landscape as a whole. So, the 2000 presidential election pitted Al Gore and George W. Bush in a fierce matchup. Politically, Bush leaned right on topics like the economy and education initiatives, running his campaign on a major tax cut promise, as well as a mission to improve the standards of schools across the nation. Ultimately, Bush lost the popular vote to his more liberal-leaning rival Al Gore, but won the Electoral College after the Supreme Court decided to stop the Florida recount, revealing how split the country was by intersecting factors like religion, race, class, etc. Not long after Bush was elected, the 9/11 attacks would unfold on New York, forever changing the American landscape on international relations and domestic security. Bush launched the Patriot Act shortly thereafter, allowing an expansion on U.S. surveillance to counter terrorism, with greater data-yielding technology at the forefront of the bill. With the creation of Homeland Security, Bush declared a global war on terror with aims of defeating the Taliban. Not long after the events of 9/11 in 2003, the U.S. invaded Iraq, spreading a claim that within the country were weapons of mass destruction. Sources pointed toward Al-Qaeda, a highly active militant group in Baghdad. The group eventually fell for the time being when its leader, Osama bin Laden, was killed, but the city was still wrought with instability and civil unrest caused by the shift in power dynamics during this time. Furthermore, Bush continued to levy tax cuts, which critics raised attention to for its probability of creating deficits if not given more consideration before employing. However, Bush continued to fund similar welfare initiatives, increasing the impending economic risk involved. Bush still managed to beat out John Kerry in the 2004 election, but after his administration's failure to warn and aid the victims of Hurricane Katrina in 2005, the shortcomings of his leadership and those near him became apparent. This led to strengthened Democratic presence, leading to a reshaping in how the Supreme Court was balanced. Policies like affirmative action and pro-LGBTQ ideals were being popularized, revealing a shift in conservative to liberal ideology across the nation. Bush will go down in history as a president with mixed achievements. His strong front to end terrorism in a post-9/11 America, while internationally domineering, left a painful impact on Middle Eastern discrimination in the U.S., and his response to Katrina was truly the last straw for the failed populace, revealing a growing desire for change in the shape of democratic policies after Bush's second term.